Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in an empty classroom, Olivia sitting at the desk waiting. Till Carl came in, and Olivia saw and got up and went to where he is. I'm glad you're here. What's going on? And more importantly, why are you here at school? Well, I figured since school is over that hardly anyone would be here for what you and I have to discuss. Which is what exactly? I think it's time we move forward with our divorce. Wait, are you saying that? Yeah, I think it's time we get the ball moving. Meanwhile, outside of Union Station on Alameda's side, Elizabeth and Rex got a taxi. And it drove away, and as Elizabeth and Rex came to the entrance and stopped and turned and faced each other. Wow, this is really happening, isn't it? Yeah, it seems my dad is staying true to what he said. He wants me to go back to Chicago, where he lived, as a part as my bail. Damn, just when you and I were actually developing something. Maybe we still can. I really don't want you to leave. Then why don't you come with me? Meanwhile, at the Lakewood Ridge Manor, as the person bring out the last suitcase of Adam, just as Adam came down the stairs to the first floor, just as his wife came out of the living room to where he is, and he saw her. I've already phoned Max, who's at boarding school, and said my goodbyes. And I said goodbye to our daughter and assured them both that I'll be fine. So you really are doing this, aren't you? Yeah, I have to, Rita. I need to get away for a while. Well, before you go, I need to tell you something. In fact, why don't we talk in the living room? And as they both turn and head towards the living room. Meanwhile, at the Graham pub, Helen and CJ came in. And as they went and sat at the table, and as Helen sent some wrong for her husband. What's on your mind? I wanted to tell you why I decided to accept Ash's offer. CJ, you don't have to explain to me the details. I've already known. And as Isabella came in, and as she hurried past CJ's table, towards the bathroom, which is in the back, which Helen and CJ saw. What was that about? Honestly, I don't know. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Mildred, Willie, Jordan, and Joseph are waiting. Till Kristen and Vogue came to where they are. And they saw and got up. Hey, I got your text. What's going on with my brother? He's collapsed during breakfast. What? How's that even possible? I don't even know. Look, I'm gonna go call my parents. And as walk at his iPhone and turn and walk away. Leaving Jordan, Kristen, and Joseph talking. All I know is, I cannot lose my husband. I just can't. Don't worry, Mildred. He will pull through in the end. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Julian's finished getting dressed. Just as Jennifer came from the closet, already dressed, towards where he is. And arrived just in time where they begin kissing each other. And pull back. That was amazing. Just like I remember. Same here. Look, I have to go to work in a couple hours. Wait, don't go. Not yet. Meanwhile, at the Preston Ridge Manor in the living room, Annie came in and head to the table where the brandy is, and got the bottle of brandy along with the cup, and as she poured a cup of brandy. Just as Scott came in, and Annie turned and saw him, and as she put the bottle of brandy down. Look, about that text, you gotta save it, Annie. You knew and had no intentions of telling me about. You don't think I care about John? Because I do. Why do I have to find out from somebody other than that of my wife? I guess the big question of the matter is, who sent you that text? It doesn't matter who sent it, because all I know is, I don't know if I can ever trust you again. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, Olivia and Carl are talking. Okay, If that's what you want, I do. I know you're going through a lot, but it doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. Look, I get it, Olivia. You love Patrick, but you and I will always be connected to our son, Brian. Brian's been the best thing that's ever happened in our lives. Just so you know, I will never stop loving you, so I have my mom draw up the paperwork. So, you agreed to go through it all once. It's for you to be happy, Olivia. And I will, because you will always be a part of my life. Meanwhile, outside Union Station, Elizabeth and Rex are talking. Seriously? Yeah. I really want to spend some time with you. And I want the same. And with my parents busy training Chad and Paul and all, I hope moving with me won't affect your... Of course not. I have a beach house here in Santa Monica that we can retreat to later, once you get settled in. Just so you know, I don't regret anything that happened between us. I know. There you are, and it's Grayson King. From the entrance of the Union Station to where they are, and they both saw him. You ready? Yeah, she's coming too. I'm gonna go purchase my ticket right now. And as Elizabeth got her iPhone and turned and hid inside, while Grayson is facing his son. What the hell you think you're playing at? Meanwhile, at the Lakewood Ridge Manor in the living room, Rita and Adam are talking. Look, I'm sorry for having to go off you a few weeks ago. It's fine, Adam. You were grieving over your father. I know how much you miss him. John was a great man of many talents. I just wish I had more time with him. I know. He probably wants to sing. Really, Adam? And as Asher came in, and Rita and Adam saw him, did you honestly think that you would secretly up and leave without seeing me? Mom, I'm so sorry. Look, I understand why you want to do this. Don't look at her. I made her tell all. Mom, don't bother. I completely understand. I'm here for you, Isabella, Angela, and the rest of our family. Which I hope you already said my goodbyes to Angela, Helen, and the rest. And I'm also planning to visit Isabella. And as Ashley came and began hugging her son Adam, and as Rita watched. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Helen and CJ are talking, and as CJ sent Sung Wong, his wife. You okay? Yeah. I can't believe my brother is leaving town, but overall, I can understand. The guy has clearly went through a lot. Clearly? I've lost him as well, but I know leaving town to process what happened could be exactly what I need as well. Where do you propose we go? I don't know. I was kind of thinking about, and as Taya came to their table. Excuse me. And as Taya looked at Helen, you mind have a talk with your husband? It's kind of important. Oi, we're in the middle. It's fine, CJ. I'll be back. And as Helen got up and turned and walked away, just as Taya went and sat across from CJ. I need your help. Except for let me stop you right there. I know what happened at the hospital. CJ, my career's at stake. You know damn well I didn't try to kill Vanessa. Besides, Matt's out of town at the moment, and you were kind of hoping I would change his mind. How dumb do you clearly think I am? Meanwhile, in the back, Isabella is thinking, get it together, girl. Everything is fine. It just has to be. And as Helen came to where her sister is, and she saw her. Helen, are you okay? Yeah, I had something that I need to take care of, so what's up? Do you know our brother Adam is leaving town? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Mildred, Willie, Jordan, Kristen, and Joseph are talking. Andrew and I have finally got our family back. I see that you two are really strong. Yeah, that we are. And this world came back to where they are. And they all saw him. Is your parents coming? Yeah, they're on their way. What's going on? And as Cassie came to where they are. and noticeably Jordan, Kristen, Joseph, and Will saw her. And as Will came to where his sister is, our brother has collapsed. Oh my God, is he alright? Good. I see you lot have made it. And as Gwen came to where they are, and Jordan, Kristen, Joseph, Cassie, and Will saw her. Gwen, please tell me my husband's gonna be okay. Mildred, I need to speak to you alone. Whatever you have to say, you can say in front of them. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Jennifer and Julian are talking. What is it? We can't tell anyone of what we just did. I know. It was the heat of the moment that didn't happen. So we both agree. Yeah. So, what's your alibi to Wilma? I'll tell her I went and saw my grandma, and I can have her validate for me. And I was with me sister Casey. You think she'll vouch? Of course! She's my sister. She'll never throw me under the bus. So, I guess this is goodbye. At least for now. Yeah, it is. And as they begin kissing each other, and as Julian led Jennifer back to the bed, which she got on with him making out on her. Meanwhile, at the Preston Witch Manor in the living room, Annie and Scott are talking. I get it. Really, I do. You clearly lost your trust in me, but overall, I wanted to spare you the pain you feel. That's not your call, Annie. I know. It's just, you had a lot on your plate with a lot of clients. I get it. But family comes first, and you should know that. And you've proven that by being the twins' father. Spencer and Tyson love you so much, and you're the reason to why I found out that the twins were actually boys and not girls. No thanks to hospital computer error, which we sorted in the end. Don't forget about the secret we kept from Rachel and Aaron for months. You don't think I regret that? Keeping it from my ex-wife? Hell, we're the reason to why Rachel and Aaron are happily married after all. They didn't get together till later on. Memory serves me well. He wanted to sort things out with Vanessa, and look where we are. More importantly, are you saying that you regret being with me after all this time and that I'm a mistake? I didn't say that. You didn't have to. It seems quite clear on how you stand right now. Meanwhile, in the bathroom, someone is washing their hands. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, Olivia and Carl are talking. Olivia, there's something you should know. What is it? I don't want our divorce to affect our custody arrangement. Of course not. You and I will have shared custody of Brian. Look, I know you have some reservations towards Patrick. I want what's best for our son. That's all what matters to me. For what it's worth, being married to you has felt so good, and I don't want to regret it. Don't make me change my mind. Okay, I won't push. And as Carl came to Olivia's, and they began kissing each other. Meanwhile, outside Union Station, Grayson and Rex are talking. I am for once taking control of my life. The only reason to why those charges have been dropped because you agreed to come home with me and your mother back to Chicago. Dad, I am not defending the reason to why Elizabeth, from a family that caused so much problems, some I don't want you to be a part of. That's not your call, Dad. You can't tell me who I can see or not. I'm not under 18. In fact, I'm over 21. Yeah, but you'll be living under my roof. Not if I have my own place. You know what? Springer, seems you're going to anyways. And as Elizabeth came back to where they are, and Gracie and Rex saw, I got my ticket. Look, I'll be in there in a minute. Don't be long. And as Grayson turned and head back in the station, while Elizabeth and Rex continued to talk. Everything okay? Yeah. So, you ready to leave Los Angeles? Yeah, I am. And as Rex got his rolling suitcase, followed by Elizabeth. And as him and Elizabeth went in with Rex rolling the suitcases. Meanwhile, at the Lakewood Ridge Manor in the living room, Ashley, Rita, and Adam are talking while Ashley and Adam are still in the hug. And as they pull away, not to worry, Rita's in good hands with me. Look, I'll be back in a few months. Plus, I've already taken a leave of absence from the hospital. Just so you know, you can always call and text me. And me too. And as Adam's iPhone rings, and he got it and saw his sister Isabella and answered. I take that you got the news. Where are you right now? I'm about to head to the Graham Airfield. I'll meet you there, and you better show up. Don't worry, I will. And as Adam hung up, and as he looked at his wife, you mind coming for me? And as Rita looked at Ashley, go, I'll watch the kids. Thank you. Take care. And as Ashley came and hugged her son once again, and pull away. I love you so much. I love you too, Mom. I'll call you the second I get there. You better. And as Rita and Adam turned and went and left the living room. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Taya and CJ are talking. Look, CJ, I am not asking you. Yeah, you are. You're hoping I can convince my brother to drop the charges just because Vanessa didn't die. Which means I should be free. Only thing is, you're not. That's why it's called attempted murder, so you won't get the chance to actually kill her again. What's wrong? Didn't get the results you were hoping for? I guess what Gwen said is true. You Dawsons always stick together no matter what. Yeah, we do. And if I were you, I would get myself a good lawyer to prove very hard you didn't do what you said. And as Isabella went past their table, just as Helen returned. Taya, my husband can't help you, so can you do us a solid and leave us the hell alone? Fine. And as Taya got up, guess I'm gonna have to prove you lot all wrong. You go ahead and do that. And as Taya turned and walked away, just as Helen sat back down and faced CJ. Wow. She refused to take responsibility for her action, and I don't want any of us getting swept up in her drama. It's about time she pays for what she's done. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Cassie, Mildred Jordan, Kristen, Roll, and Joseph are all facing Gwen. Gwen, please tell me that my dad is gonna be okay. What I can say is, your father is very lucky to be alive. What is that supposed to mean? Andrew has ingested a large amount of unanswered poison. What? Impossible! How can that be? Well, that's why I'm here, to find out. But for now, is my husband gonna be okay? Andrew has slipped into a deadly coma in result of the poison. For now, we've flushed the poison all out of his system as we speak, but I'm gonna have to call my parents on this. Why would you do that? Isn't it obvious, Mildred? Clearly somebody wants to try to kill your husband, and to further notice, strictly family only. I'll let you know when there's more. Thank you, Gwen. Please excuse me. And as Gwen turned and walked away, and as Joseph looked at his mom, who looks a little nervous. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Jennifer and Julian are lying on the covers in bed, basking after their lovemaking. Did we do that again? It appears so. Wow. Who knew how much we've been missing out over the course of the years? Yeah. You do know this is the start of our affair, right? And as Julian looked at Jennifer, it doesn't really matter. Wilma seems to be distant since the funeral, including, yeah, I know. You really think she would do that to you? I have no idea. Speaking of no idea, she has no idea of how lucky to have you. If that was true, she wouldn't have done all what she did. In fact, she's been different ever since she went to Ravenwood. And here I was thinking that Wilma was an honorable person. But after what I just heard, she's no different than any of us. If you don't mind, I don't want to talk about her anymore. No sweat. Why don't we enjoy our time together as long as we can? I hear the death. And as Jennifer began kissing Julian and began getting on top of him, and as she began to make sweet love towards him. Meanwhile, at the Preston Ridge Manor in the living room, Annie and Scott are talking. Where I stand? Are you serious? Yeah. And better yet, I'ma just go ahead and say it. I want a divorce. You want a divorce? Yeah. Clearly, you don't want to be with me. Whoa. How did we go from not trusting each other? Because without trust, according to what you say, there's no marriage. So I'm just doing you a solid. Fine. If that's what you want, so be it. I do. And as Scott turned and head out. One more thing. And as he stopped and turned and faced his wife. What is it? I'm planning to join the family legacy after all. And as Scott turned and walked away. And as Annie thinking, Mom, where the hell are you? Meanwhile, outside in the back across the lawn next to the Preston guest house, a person is lying on the ground in the pool of blood, which is closely revealed to be Mimi Collins. Meanwhile, back in the bathroom, someone is continually washing their hands. And the sink has pink water from blood. And the person who's been washing their hands all this time is revealed to be Hannah Graham.